A cloudy day ahead, dull, damp and drizzly and exceptionally mild. I'll have all the details of that and more and the weather into the weekend on Good Morning Britain.
Start naming heat waves. Are there going to be any Laura warnings on the horizon?
Not at the moment, no. And actually, something we were discussing in makeup, like why would we do this, is actually not happening at the moment, but something that MPs have put forward. Because actually extreme heat in the UK is actually the biggest killer from extreme weather. Even if you're a very healthy human and individual, you could be affected by the heat wave. And actually, it was back in 2022 when we had the record 40.3 in the UK. And with those temperatures, it was the same time we started issuing these extreme heat warnings. And that year in Europe, there were over 70,000 excess deaths. So actually, Europe named their heat waves. Last year, they had a big one called Lucifer. So it's something that we're not doing at the moment, but something we're considering as things get hotter.
Could happen.
But something that actually is happening today, a giant asteroid.
I mean, I'll add some suspense and drama, maybe. Follow me. So yes, this is the biggest asteroid that we have approaching Earth at the moment within the next 3 months, actually. And actually, NASA are monitoring 3,500 near-Earth asteroids. That's what this one is named. And it's got a catchy title of 2008 0S7. It is 890 feet across. It is slightly smaller than Wembley Stadium Arch. So it is big on the scale. It's the biggest one we have passing close to Earth within the next 3 months. And what do we mean by close? Well, this near-Earth asteroid, we're talking the scale of space here, is just under 2 million miles away from us. It is 7.5 lunar distances. So the distance between us and the moon is 1 lunar distance. So it's 7.5 times further away than the moon. There are millions of asteroids in our solar system. This one is heading close by today. It's far enough away and small enough you won't see it, but we're keeping all of our eyes peeled for the other millions on the way. And even if it was close enough or big enough to see, you probably wouldn't, because the next few days are remaining very cloudy. At the moment, we have weather systems queuing up. They're not going to bring too much in the way of rain, but they'll bring a lot of cloud. High pressure is close by. That keeps things relatively settled, but it's what we call a cloudy high. Cloud trapped beneath it, travelling round and round, and it keeps it pretty grey and grim all weekend long, with weather fronts making some progress, bringing rain in the north. But with the cloud, it means it is very mild this morning, and it turns windy across the far north later. So this is the very cloudy scene we're greeted with. Temperatures for some of us starting in double digits, but it means it's overcast and cloudy, not the gorgeous sunshine some of us had earlier this week. The winds are southwesterly, feeding in mild air. So southwest England, Wales, northern England is overcast, grey, dull, damp, drizzly, freshening winds across the northwest. But look at these temperatures. We're looking at 12 to 14 degrees today. Exceptionally mild and mild start tomorrow and staying cloudy all weekend long. Good morning to you. Well, as we head into the weekend, it's pretty cloudy and it stays very mild. Why? Because of our wind direction, first of all. From the southwest, and things brings with it mild air. And secondly, high pressure is close by. Now, we talk about high pressure bringing settled weather. It means things are largely dry. Low pressure moving into the northwest later this weekend brings with it the return of rain. But this high pressure has a lot of cloud trapped beneath it as it travels round and round. And that's why it stays pretty grey as we head through the next few days. But with cloud, just think about when you have a blanket at night, it keeps you nice and warm. It keeps us warm. So it's a very mild start to the day and then therefore a very mild day ahead. So overcast this morning and the clouds thick enough through particularly western areas to give extensive hill fog, southwest England, Wales, northern England, damp and drizzly as well. Limited amounts of brightness. Any bright spells are likely to be to the east of high ground where the cloud will break up. The wind strengthen across the northwest of Scotland and Northern Ireland later. And look at these temperatures, 12 to 14 degrees. That is way above average. So let's see how things pan out as we head through the next 7 days. So we look first of all across the north of the UK, Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern areas of England, and our temperatures compared to average. They should be about 8 degrees for the time of year. Way above for the next few days and average at the coldest as we head into next week. Percentage chance of rainfall across the north of the UK. Well, there are no weather warnings in force. It's not set to be stormy, but we have got successions of weather fronts either bringing rain today, showers tomorrow, rain for the end of the weekend into next week. Then we continue with this theme of showers. Fortunes further south to England and Wales for the next 7 days. Well, again, mild is the theme that continues for our first full week of February. Temperatures way above average. For the south of the UK, it is largely dry, but it is very cloudy, and that cloud bringing outbreaks of rain and drizzle increasingly into next week.